Gaudy, hands in the sky, let's go. I'm back. It's been a little bit of a while. Longer for me than it has been for you, because I think I would have exhausted the backlog. I haven't touched anything in a while. I'm going to be pretty rusty. So I'm going to leave most of these turned off, just because it's probably a bad idea to have them on. You know what I'm going for? I'm going for a Dying Star build. I'm back with Nova Drift. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. Like I said, it's been that bit of a while. I needed to take a little bit of time out just to get my head around, you know, the usual existential crisis that comes with being a 20-something. And also the... Ooh, what do I even want to run here? God. A Hullbreaker for it? Man, I have no idea. I don't even know what kind of weapon I want to take for this. Let's just do... Yeah, let's go Vortex. Why not? I don't do Vortex a lot, but sure. What about it? What of it? So, you know, the usual existential crises that come with being a mid-20-something. Of course, the shop closing is a big thing. Take stealth here as well. The shop closing is a big thing, and it's put me in a weird situation where I'm still looking for a job, but at a trial, so, you know, maybe. I've got a couple of interviews that have taken up a lot of my time, a lot of applying, the usual kind of stuff. Not a lot has changed, although I did, like I said, have that trial day, and I'm hoping that works out. It's pretty promising. Ooh, what do I take here? Seems like a bad idea. Not Bastion. Warp. 100 durability. Let's go Helix. Why not? Sure, why not? It can't hurt me that bad. What I'm going for with this build is Dying Star. I'm also excited to be back. Just do a little bit of recording and all that jazz, because it's been a while. It's been a hot minute, frankly. So what I'm hoping to do is Dying Star. Dying Star is a super mod, and most of the super mods we haven't really touched on yet. It's... You deal this, like, constant wake of fire damage all the time. It's intense. And while doing this constant wake of fire damage, weapon size gotta build up in the meantime, you also take massive amounts of hull damage the entire time that you're doing it. And the idea is a bit of regeneration, rapid reconstruction, and out heal the damage that I'm dealing while also taking things like corrosion and purification. And that'll get me healing based on burning enemies for myself, and stealth, so that when I stop moving, things should just die around me. And that's basically the idea then, is that I'm just going to be a Dying Star. Take Deadly Wake while we're at it, because, you know, it's not a Gaudy Jackal build if it doesn't have Deadly Wake in it. I'm also a part of the Nova Drift Discord. I had no idea that there was a Nova Drift Discord until relatively recently, when I went to the Nova Drift subreddit, had a check of it out. It's pretty cool. The developer posts there personally, as well as a few others periodically, and you get lots and lots of information, which I'm really enjoying. I'm not going to take Velocity. It's a terrible idea. Shield cooldown? Nah. Rapid reconstruction. So it's an option that I'm considering. You know what? I actually don't even remember how to get Dying Star. This is really unprofessional. Hang on a sec. Nova Drift Dying Star. Frying Star. That's not right. That's not what I wanted. Dying Star. Ooh. Dying Star. What are the requirements? Candescence and core shielding. Alright, that is no problem. Sick. So, what do I even want here? I don't want rapid reconstruction yet, because I'm not going to take my shield out of the pool. It's just a bad idea. But I will take payload. That seems like a good idea. And I want Candescence ASAP, as well as having a few extra pieces of damage. You know... No, that's a terrible idea. I want to be able to fire my weapon at least sometimes, just to be able to do the damage that it does. Celestial Bodies, dealing some damage. How are you? I hope you're well. It's been, like I said, it's been that hot minute. I'm getting ahead of myself with a lot of different bits and pieces. Ooh, I could take Gemini Protocol. None of these are really what I want, which is kind of annoying. Nah. Emergency systems could be good. Candescence. Candescence is so important here. That extra 20% burn damage is going to put me in a much better spot. So yeah, it's been a little bit weird. Like I said, just all around, as it has been for the last while. The existential crises don't help, and it puts you in that weird place, you know, where you're like, I want to do YouTube, I want to record some videos, but also, if I do, I'm going to be super monotone, and not going to be enjoying it as much as I am. Get towards core shielding with this. I'm not going to be enjoying it as much as I should, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to be, you know, in that frame of mind at all. And I ain't about it, so I'm not going to be about it. I'm just not going to do it. And, you know, unfortunately, in the long term, that means that there'll be like those small periods of time where I might not have as many videos up, but it's important for your mental health, you know? This isn't a full-time thing. It's a part-time around my job because it's fun, and that's what it's for at the end of the day, right, you know? So I'm not going to stress about it, and not acknowledge it too much, because realistically, if I never mention it, then it never happened. That's just how it works. Emergency systems might keep me alive long enough to get Dying Star, so I'm probably going to take it and keep going. I've also got a new housemate, which is a big thing, and she's lovely, insanely lovely. She loves that we cook and bake sometimes, and that includes the red velvet cake that I made recently. It's delicious, if not extremely messy. And hey, fun fact, did you know that red velvet cake is just like sugar and butter and basically nothing else? Because I didn't until I started making them, and now I do. But it's, I mean, it's still fun to make, don't get me wrong, and it's delicious to eat, so, you know, who's really complaining? But core shielding, brilliant. And then we have Candescence. Oh, so it should just be in our mod pool now. So I've never taken Dying Star before, so I'm not 100% sure how it's going to affect me, because I take constant damage once I take this, and like I could just die outright. I'm not like I said, I'm really not sure how this is going to interact with any of my build. That black hole just didn't die off at all. That's pretty spooky. I'm gonna rein it in just for a second so we can keep on the topic of a singular conversation just for a sec. So like I was saying, I've been on the Discord a whole bunch, just kind of not so much talking as just keeping track of what's happening. And there's a big update planned for the end of the month with a whole bunch of stuff. Do I take hull strength? I do take hull strength, and maybe Juggernaut too. So there's a big update planned for the end of the month with a new weapon and a new ship, or rather a new body type. Dying Star. Finish this thought process before Dying Star. Whole new update. New body, new weapon, which I'm really excited for, and then it's kind of a mid-size update, and then another really big update again the end of the month after. So, given that I'll be cutting down the amount of Nova Drift content, because I have a bunch of new content coming soon, which is really exciting, hopefully that should help with the burnout a little bit, and take us a little bit closer to the new updates as they come out, and get to focus really, really heavily on some of the new updates as they release. So, Dying Star. Constant burn damage to enemies in a huge radius. Damage is increased proportionally to your proximity to enemies and your missing hull strength and shield durability. 30% burn duration, 20% burn damage, and I constantly receive 10 burn damage per second. This is big because it's a lot of damage that I'm going to be taking constantly, so if I get hit, I could just die. That was a lot all at once, but you'll notice the damage is increased proportionally to your proximity to enemies and your missing hull strength and shield durability. So this is Dying Star. We are now a Dying Star. And it does go through my shields. Brilliant. So if I want to, I could just stealth and stay here, and every single enemy would die. I'm not going to do that because that doesn't sound very fun. Although, to get to the later stages, that definitely is an option. I'm still not going to do it though, but I need to be even more careful than I was before with... Ooh, charge shot, channeling, none of these are what I want. Do I want rapid reconstruction? I would heal a lot, like a lot, but I'm not going to take it. And none of these are what I really want. I'm looking for... corrosion. Okay, so... weapon hit supply... burn stacks of burn damage to enemies, and when enemies die they spread those burn stacks, and a lot of enemies die, so I'm not immensely worried about the difficulty in stacking them. Oh, I got a hyper boost. So the main focus of this build is going to be exactly what you just saw, and now we can get purification, which is pretty big. Going to take Juggernaut here just for the extra survivability, and then I'm going to take probably force armor, maybe not though. Efficiency actually, because I'm not going to be firing a lot. And that's what I want. I want that hull regeneration. I want to keep in this. Let's see how far we can take it with just dealing lots of burn damage all the time. I'm pretty excited to get into the later stages because I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with enemies that absolutely spam the screen full of stuff. It's going to come down to how well I can dodge, realistically. not drones. Purification, sick. Flat health, and hull and shield durability, recovery per second per burning enemy, as well as more burn damage. So basically, if we wanted to, we could just do this and just win. It would be kind of slow, so I'm not about it, but it would work. Oh, oof, no damage taken. What's good? Yeah, I think maybe keeping my shield up is a good idea. I took a lot of damage there, and I came really close to dying. You know what? This is sketch. This is really, really, really sketch. I'm running dangerously close to death. I need a couple more reconstruction-based mods, honestly. Oh, I love that I can take down the shotgun bees. Oh, this is so satisfying. I should have taken Halo. Why didn't I take Halo? It would have just made sense. Okay. Do I take Gemini Protocol here? That's a question. Do I take something like Leaf on the Wind? What if I were to take... I probably don't want Sanctuary. No, I definitely don't want Sanctuary. Do I want something like Leaf on the Wind? That would be really cool. Not feeling any of these. Oh, this is my last reroll. Okay, that's pretty sketch. I do want Adrenal module because that's pretty big. It's the enemies take global damage the more damaged I am, which is amazing because it works so well with Dying Star. But I probably want regenerative shields over rapid reconstruction. So let's take probably channeling. Yeah, it's just better armor stacks. How are we going to deal with this guy? Oh, with relative ease, it seems. Like, I am liking how much reconstruction I have, and the fact that I just get to deal so much damage to enemies constantly. Like, that stacking burn damage amount is nice, but I am so worried about dying. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Oh my god, look at him go. Get destroyed. Okay, so I've relearned a bunch of enemy names, as I think I was alluding to in one of the previous episodes. It's been a while, you know? You gotta excuse me. That was Scion, excuse me. The giant enemy, the giant circle enemy. Ooh, Last Stand could be really good. Yeah, let's go Last Stand. The giant circle enemy is Station Omega. This is a Celestial, which is a threat. Like, trust me, this thing is a threat. And the end boss is Seraph, as well as Juggernauts and Warbringer being that massive segmented enemy with the giant mines at the back and the lasers at the front that always slows my runs by like a solid 10 minutes every time I encounter one. You know, Dying Star isn't affecting me right now as much as I expected it to. I've played a couple of runs off camera just to get the last of the achievements out, and also just to, you know, kind of get myself a little bit back in the swing of playing No Drift, because it had been a bit of a while since I touched it, and honestly, like, the overall amount of play had gone down drastically, especially in the last few episodes. Talking and playing is harder work than you think. Who would have thought, right? Definitely not like every YouTuber in existence, but some of my performances had been kind of poor, and I was a bit disappointed in myself, honestly. So let's see. With shields up, shields regenerate at 70%. Shields up, hull regenerates at 30%. Shields down, hull regenerates fully. I'm going to take this. It's not really a downside. It is a bit of one based on what I'm doing, but it puts me closer to Adrenal module, which I want for that extra global damage. And I will probably take Absorption here. Magnetism wouldn't be bad. I'm going to kill a lot of enemies from a big distance. Oh no. Oh no. I'm going to be killing a lot of enemies from a distance, and so it's really nice to be able to just not have to get as close to grab all of the experience, as you could imagine. Ooh, they're both stacked on it. That's so cool. I've never seen that happen before. Also, it's great to just not have to get close to this guy. So, I'm doing like no damage to his shield, right? What I think is happening is I'm dealing damage through the shield to each of the segments. But I'm not sure. I'm going to blast him with a giant one of these. Oh god, it's so easy to take down trains with this. Fun fact, the developer actually has like pinned on the... Ooh, let's not get devastated here. The developer actually has pinned on the Discord that train, like the percentage probabilities for trains with cargo trains with each of the different segments spawning. So apparently, like the rate, or rather the amount of segments that cargo trains have is randomized as they spawn. And so there's a chance, not a high one, don't get me wrong, but a theoretical chance that you could spawn a cargo train into the game. It's like, you know, in the decimals of percentages with like 100 carriages. So it would just keep exploding constantly. That was janky. That was really janky. I'm not gonna lie. But right, so there's that new update that I'm looking to focus on. This is Warbringer. I know the name. It's so satisfying to actually know the enemy's name now. None of these are what I want. Purge is also not what I want. Or Skirmish. Although Essence Sap. Okay, that's a possibility. And definitely something to keep in mind. I'm going to take Charge Shot though. Why not? It's just more damage on my weapon. And I can decimate Warbringer with this. Take Force Armor. Get more defense. How many upgrades have I stockpiled? What's the last one? Right, this is the last one. Rancor. While charging your weapon, damage dealt to you or your shield increases the charge, excluding charge damage. 5% hull. Weapon damage reduces hull damage taken from hits by 1. The thrust penalty while charging is increased to minus 50%. Okay, I've never taken Rancor before. I've never even seen it, but I'm not going to worry about it too much for now because I want Adrenal Module. This is like a lot of damage. Oh, look at this man go. This is great. Did I get a hyper boost? I did get a hyper boost. Oh, Warbringer is getting devastated. This is very loud. I'm probably going to turn this down a small bit in post because, yeah, like this is really loud. Also, did I not take targeting? I think I might have not taken targeting. That's really bad because there's no homing happening here. And I think the explosions of the mines are blowing back my shots. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, please don't kill me. Am I out healing Dying Star? I'm out healing Dying Star. That shouldn't happen. I mean, it happens, so it clearly can, and it should. But I didn't know that it could. That's great. So, yeah, you could, in theory, hit, like, these massive trains. This is going well, you know what? This is going really well. Let's not take extra projectiles. I never took targeting. Alright, let's take that down. Let's take that now. You know, I wonder if targeting applies retroactively to projectiles that are already on screen. I like to think that they do, but maybe they don't. Another Scion, but I'm really not worried about at all. Look at this damage. Is he nearly dead? Is that his health bar? Oh, boys. That was a quick Scion kill. A second. Okay. I'm surprised I haven't fought more Celestials. I know, like, the enemy spawns are randomized, and you can get just... Oh, you can get shat on by getting, like, double Celestial spawns constantly, but I'm surprised. I'll take faster shield cooldown. Like, I need very little in the way of offense. As you can see, clearly, primarily now I want to focus heavily on defense and survivability, just to keep me going into the later stages of the game. Adrenal Module is big when you're combining it with what happens with Dying Star. And that puts me in a great position, honestly. Let's screen wrap, get these guys. So, as you can imagine, most of the things that I've been worried about here are Seraph. It's beyond a threat to have to fight an enemy that moves so fast and that I can't get all that close to because of the weird, like, mines that he spawns periodically and just everything that is the Seraph fight. It's a lot of risk constantly. The drones that I won't be able to deal with really quickly. Volatile shields versus Purge. I don't really want Purge. I do want guidance though. Just more homing. That I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to deal with well, because if my health gets really low, I need to play it quite passively. It would be fun to try and stealth in the Seraph fight and see what happens. Or if, you know, like, I don't know how bosses work with targeting you, and since they absolutely flood the screen, this is bad. Yeah, that was a lot of mine enemies. That was really rough. Oh god, oh that's so nice. Look at him go. Look at them all die. Burn. I feel a bit uncomfortably sadistic right now. So there's one more thing I want to put on this build. It's definitely not a good idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. And that's Gemini Protocol, which is where I take damage. All damage I take is split between my shields and my hull, which isn't the best thing in the world. I don't want extra projectiles. I don't want streamline. I don't want volatile shields. I got a couple of rules. Don't want that. Don't want homing strike. Don't brick me. Don't want celestial lance. Don't really want that. See, I don't want to take shield durability because I don't want to dilute the mod pool anymore. So I'm going to reroll one more time. I mean, I could take Rancor. It doesn't hurt me that much. It's bonus hull strength, which is nice. So, but then flash shielding, no, because I don't want flash shielding. I'll take volatile shielding because it has literally no downside. So I'm going to take Gemini Protocol, and that'll put me in a situation where hopefully my shield and hull should regen at the same time. We're here already. Would you look at that? Alright, stealth. See what happens. Don't target me. Boys, he targeted me. This is bad. Oh, I've got so much thrust. This is great. I'm really glad I didn't take Rancor. Okay. Get one of those out. I'm doing a lot less damage than I anticipated. I was really hoping to do more. At least the hosts die quickly. This goddamn thing is going to do a lot of projectile lightning damage to me, and I don't need that in my life. Okay, we're stealthed. Let's see what happens. Guys, this is big. Seraph has no idea where I am. Am I on stealth? I'm not on stealth. Oh no, I looped. E. 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 Alright, so I'm gonna pay the price of having taken regenerative shields right now. Yeah, my hull is not regenerating fast at all. This is sketch. Once again, this is really sketch. Try and deal with the drones. You know, if I can get kind of close to them, they should probably just die to... Ooh, okay, no. Please, no. I've already lost myself. Okay, no, we're back. I'm sorry I've gone kind of quiet. It's just, this is a terrifying fight. There's a lot going on all at once. And his Celestial Lance nonsense will kill me so fast. And I'm not in a position to actually get a stealth up. Wait. There it is. We safe, boys? No, we weren't safe. We weren't safe at all. Oh, a cargo train. That could be my savior. Get me a level. Give me a level. Give me something good. Shield durability doesn't save me here. No. I can take this charge. I'm not going to take this charge though. I have no rerolls. Dude, I don't want shield durability. I don't want hidden power. It gives me 50% global damage, which is big. Okay, that's 50% extra burn damage for Dying Star, but I don't get to use my weapon. You know what? Okay, if we beat Seraph, I'm going to make a pact to take hidden power. For now, let's take shield durability. Stealthing here is big. Please don't target me. Okay. Please no. Please no. Oh my god. We're home free. Just waiting for my shield. Letting my hull regen a little bit, you know, just taking in the sights. How are you doing? Have you had a good day today, Seraph? Just casually getting burnt to a crisp. It's no big deal. He knows where I am. He's dead. That didn't get me a level, are you for real? I'm not gonna just You're not gonna kill Seraph and not get me a level. That's obscene. Thanks. Alright, okay. Let's fight a Skion afterwards. Like, it's gonna do anything. Hit me with that double Celestial. I ain't even afraid. That's a lie. I'm extremely afraid. I don't want to fight a double Celestial. Like, at all. Alright, okay. See if we can get close and just hold this next to him. Oh my god. That was damage. Okay, that was nice. I mean, now I don't really want to give up my weapon. But then, you know, I did make a promise. God damn it, I'm a man of my word. I'm dead man of my word in a minute. God. How long is it going to take to get me a level? Also, can we not have these enemies, please? I really dislike them. Okay, get some experience. Still not a level. These guys are nice, actually, because I don't need to put in any work to destroy any of their tails. There's a cargo train. That's 100% the level up. Oh, a lot of my experience is wrapping. Sick. This is going really cool. Alright, okay, is hidden power here? Hidden power isn't here. I'm off scot-free, boys. Let's get magnetism. Oh, I was really afraid that that giant ball was going to kill me. This should actually kill him. Okay, it did. That's great. Okay, so I'm officially marking this down as a successful run. We've made it to past wave 100, and with a Vortex Dying Star build. That's sick. That's actually really great. I'm very, very proud of myself. Now, I will say, obviously, you know, Vortex is a little bit easier than everything else, but we're also constantly at risk of dying with this, and so I'm not going to accept that. Do I take Rancor? I'm not going to take Rancor. Discharge is a waste of my time if I'm removing my weapon from the game. So I guess I'll go for... I just take Purge, get it out of the pool. It would have been a good idea to do it earlier, but sure what. Because, like, I mean, I know it's one of those things that, like, can always be kind of good, but I'm really never using it. Not with this build. I have decided to quietly stealth. Just to be safe, you know? Oh. What a weak-ass perch. This would be a very cool Hullbreaker Celestial Lance build. We would die straight away. I don't think there's a way to deal with trying to manage Celestial Lance and this at the same time. Because as soon as I move, right, like I'm dead. And I'd be running Hullbreaker, so it's not stealth, so it doesn't have like the same thrust amount. Is this my first Juggernaut? That seems kind of surreal. Hidden power, let's go. No more weapon for this guy. Oh, I can destroy all of the missiles straight away. That is some satisfying shit right there. Oh, look at it go. Look at it go. Oh, now I can't spread corruption stacks to things anymore. That's maybe not good. I don't know. You know, I'm dealing... Ooh, that's a purge roll. Maybe don't ram into me when you, you're extremely on fire. Oh, I could die here. Their swords are not a joke. You know, like, in my head, I was thinking this would be terrible. Obviously the 50% damage. You can't even touch me with your lasers. Don't even come at me. I was terrified. I was really worried that enemies would be dealing a lot of damage to me, and not having my Vortex was going to take out a lot of my crowd control options. But I was very wrong. Small enemies can't touch me because as soon as they get near me, they're dead. I am a dying star. Bigger enemies, I can just skirt around for ages, and like mines from Warbringer, the Juggernaut missiles, they explode as soon as they're spawned. Alright, it's a Celestial, so this is bad, and definitely puts this build to the test somewhat. He's dead. He's gone. That's Celestial. I can deal with the worms without worrying. And I get to focus exclusively on dodging, which can, like, well, for one, it can suck it, but oh my god. This might be, like, the best build. Okay, what do I take here? Celestial Lance? Absolutely not. Let's take Skirmish so we can get Blitz, so that enemies at less than 15% of their HP just die. Ooh, that's enemies taking weapon or crash damage die, isn't it? And I'm not dealing any weapon damage and not really dealing crash damage either. So it probably won't do much, but it's an item out of the pool, and, you know, like, we're strong already, so I'm not that worried. Oh god. Oh. Please no. Just stealth. That's the best thing for it. He doesn't know I'm here. He has no idea. He's completely unaware. It's fine. I'm still stealth. They haven't. They don't know. They don't even know. Shh. Shh. I said to be quiet. We're trying to stealth, guys. I said be quiet. I'm stealthed. Stealth? I don't know. Doesn't matter. They have no idea I'm here. Keep it quiet, guys. They don't know. They have no idea. There's a mega juggernaut and an extremely powerful shieldy boy on the screen right now. I'm very afraid. Send help. I don't know if you've played or watched a lot. No. That was a big purge, and I took no damage. Okay, I'm about it. So I don't know if you played or seen anything to do with the Binding of Isaac, but there's this item called Nod Leaf, where if you stand still... I couldn't get Gemini Protocol because I didn't have Aegis. I thought I took Aegis ages ago. Okay, that's ridiculous. I'm taking Aegis then. So now when I'm not firing, I get regeneration bonuses. But there is an item that you can get called Nod Leaf, and if you stand still for, like, I think it's like a second, I'm not 100% sure how long it is, maybe it's like a second and a half, you become completely invulnerable to damage. And it works super well with things like orbitals, like Sacrificial Dagger, which is a rotating dagger around your main character that enemies can run into, and it blocks projectiles and deals lots of damage. But it's big as well, which is a big thing for it. And it's like one of the most damaging orbitals as far as I know. But the main thing that this build reminds me of is the like Nod Leaf strategy, which is like get something that deals peripheral damage and then just stand still. And with like Aegis giving me damage reduction for when I do take hits, it's just getting close here. Why won't you die? Please die. Please die. With Aegis giving me damage reduction on hits, with efficiency giving me regeneration when I'm not firing, which is always. Cloak, or rather stealth shielding, cloaking me. Deadly Wake, leaving behind a Deadly Wake. And all of my regeneration working. I'm a monster. Ooh, a hyper boost. Does that do anything? I feel like that doesn't do anything. It must not. I feel like it just like can't do anything. Because you can't buff the damage on this Dying Star any more than it already is. It would be way too strong. Where are my experience clubs? Oh, they're all the way over there. I got a screen wrap for them. Alright, no big deal. Just put a fucking Juggernaut and a Celestial on the field at the same time. You know what, dude? I ain't even afraid. Watch. They have no idea where I am. Celestial, bopped. Juggernaut, like, already halfway to bopped. These absolute Philistines. Oh no. Oh my god. There's so many enemies on screen. I have no idea what's happening. Alright. That was a fucking mess. Got the experience. Okay, I got a level. Sick. Gemini Protocol. Cool. This is a bad idea. This is an objectively terrible idea. Let's do it. So what happens to my hull now? Stay in the same place? It's a hyper boost. No, don't let it take it. Nice. Okay, I screen wrapped into a black hole and managed to somehow not get caught in it. That's not okay. Alright, so I think I'm constantly losing hull strength, but my shield is completely intact. This is pretty dangerous all of a sudden. This is very dangerous. That may have been a very bad idea. I don't know where I am. I found where I am. I'm dead. Last stand brought me back, boys. Alright, now is the time. This is it. This is our run. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we get more experience, which is great. And, wow, I'm gonna die. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm gonna die. Let's take reflexive shields. So I have minus 70% hull regeneration, hull strength, and also minus 70% shield strength. This is real bad. Guys, this is real bad. Send help, please. Alright, I'm gone. I didn't even die from... I got an achievement for dying from Dying Star. I think it's for, like, taking a certain amount of Dying Star damage. Oh god, that was terrible. It was great, actually. I thoroughly enjoyed it. My arm is really itchy because I got a new tattoo recently. Yeah, like, just good job me. I got a new tattoo recently, so my arm is really itchy, so I'm gonna dip out of this recording real fast, and I'll catch you soon in the next episode of Hades, actually, which is, fun fact, if you stay with me this long, then here's time for your Easter egg. I've recorded a new episode of a new series, Hades. That'll be up Wednesday. And also, I'll catch you in the next round of everything. Thanks so much for watching the channel. I was the Gaudy Jackal, and I'll catch you super soon. Like, subscribe, do the usual. Goodbye.